What's up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? And today, I'm filming this episode a little late. It's probably going to be out on Sunday again, like my shave video last week. But it is what it is. At least I'm putting out videos and trying to come up with content. So I apologize if you look forward to these videos on Saturdays and it's not out on time. But it is what it is. I was watching the UFC this afternoon. What a great event. Max Holloway, that was incredible, that performance that he put on. I was starting to question if maybe, even though he was 29, if he had already kind of hit the wall in terms of what we'd see. And, he looks like he's reinvented himself a bit. He looks rejuvenated. And today's performance against Kattar was it was unbelievable. It was absolutely unbelievable. He just mauled him. He was all over him. His attack was dynamic. He was kicking. He was body punching. He was throwing head punches. He was using elbows effectively. There was back and forth ground game. And you got to give credit to Kattar because he hung in there the whole fight. That guy did not quit. He was in deep trouble many times throughout every round. He lost pretty much every round, 10-8 at least. But he hung in there and he was still throwing at the end of the fight. He was still game. It was just an incredible fight. It was the first UFC event of the year, and that fight could possibly be the fight of the year already. Just incredible. And the performance of Condit this afternoon, that was also a great performance. I thought maybe he'd get it finished today, but, regardless of the fact that he didn't, he put on quite a show, and it was nice to see him look like he's back too. So tonight's, or this afternoon's main and co-main event for the UFC, pretty awesome and a great start to UFC returning back to Fight Island. Looking forward to Wednesday's fights and, of course, the pay-per-view event next week, which I will have to do a pick for, I guess, and maybe we'll bet some of that chocolate bar that I have. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I keep itching it. So, that's what happened today. That's why I'm late. So I enjoyed that. There's a little time right now before the Leaf game. I'm not sure what to expect with the Leafs. These games are pretty much preseason games. I personally feel like I've given up on this Leaf core after they lost to Washington a couple of years ago. They should have beat them in Game 6. They didn't even show up. And, to me, they've just never learned from their failures, and I don't think they will. But that all put aside, it's a new season, all that crap put aside, you never know what can happen. And everybody's starting without a preseason this year, so things are going to be interesting for a couple of weeks. The Leafs didn't look great in Game 1, but they came back and had a great finish to win Game 1. And last night's game, they didn't look too good. So we'll see how they respond tonight. But I'm not going to bet anything on the Leafs because, that's suicide. So, So that's sports talk for today. And I have to say thank you to everybody who watched my shave video last week with the straight razor. That video was a huge success. That's one of my best performing videos in the first 2 days, and I think the first week, really. It really had a great start, and hopefully people keep viewing it. I appreciate everybody that did. And if you just joined the channel for the first time then, thank you for subscribing and following. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button and comment. I love hearing from people. I respond to everybody. So today we're doing probably the most disgusting challenge ever. This is the McCain Apple Juice Challenge. The McCain Apple Juice Challenge. And there's a little backstory to this. I was doing a little cleaning after Christmas because I had some new things I'm going to review soon, by the way, that I was trying to find some storage space for. And I was cleaning one of my cabinets, and I came across these. I don't buy drinking boxes. I know exactly who bought these. I had a girl living with me when I first moved into this house, and she for sure bought these, but she thought these were appropriate to pack for a man's lunch. So, as you can see, I didn't enjoy them, and I never drank them. And I found them in the back of my cupboard. And I can tell you how long these have been there, because I would never have bought these. So even if I didn't have a date code on these, I would know immediately that these would be at least over 14 years old. Now, there is actually not an expiration date on these. So I guess that means they're still good, because if there's no expiration date, then things can't possibly go bad, right? So, back in the day when I was a kid, a lot of things didn't have expiration dates, like pop, chips, chocolate bars, drinking boxes, even in the 2000s didn't have expiration dates. A lot of things didn't. Now everything does. Right down to pop and probably gum if you look at it. So it is kind of funny to me to look at something from when I know it. It's probably from about 2005. But it's just funny to look at it and see there's no markings of anything on the internet and no date codes or no Best Buy date. Now, I was able to figure out probably when these were made because there is something like a date code stamped. Like, I'll show you the picture right there. There's a date code stamped on the top, and I believe that has to do with when these were probably made. So it says 5/11/28, so I have to assume that's November 28/05 that these were packaged. That would make sense to my theory of where they came from and how long they've been here. So these are well over 15 years since they've been made. I don't know how long after manufacturing date they're safe to drink or supposed to be good to drink. But here they are in 2001, and they look perfect still. If you look at the packaging, they're not bloated, so there's no dangerous bacteria in them, I don't think, from what I read. So that's a positive. I thought at first they were solid, but when you squeeze them, they move around, so I think they're not solid. But yeah, they kind of look the way they did when they were brand new. So let's open one up, see how they look. I was thinking about drinking one of these, but to be honest with you guys, it really determines what's going to determine that is what comes out of the container. Because not sure I'm really willing to die for you guys just yet. But yeah, here's one. Doesn't smell funky. It's just, there it is right there. And as you can see, I mean, I don't know. It seems solid up here. When I shake it, it doesn't do anything. So, yeah, I guess let's open it. See what happens. Apple juice. Who doesn't like apple juice, right? I can't even peel the spout part. Oh my God, there it is. You know, I am kind of dreading what might come out of this. All right. Oh. Okay. That's apple juice. That's nasty. You know what? It smells like apple juice. That's kind of messed up. Let's cut this container open and see if there's any mold or anything disgusting going on in there before we consider doing anything further. I'm a trained expert. I am expert. And, wow. There is, there's no sign of trouble. So that's kind of shocking. I was hoping it was going to be nasty, so I wouldn't have to drink this. All right, well, look at the color of that. I mean, keep in mind, this is apple juice. It's like red. There's some stuff floating in it. Not too much. I'm sure the camera can't pick it up. I can barely see through it in the light. There's a lot of bubbles, but there's definitely some particles suspended in it. It smells kind of like apple juice. All right. Well, I said I was going to do something stupid this week. Oh, God. 15-plus-year-old apple juice. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's see how it tastes. Oh my God. All right. It's just thinking about it's kind of gross. If I didn't know, that tasted like it was made yesterday. Kind of shocked by that. There was no real texture to it. It went down kind of like water. It didn't have a strong apple juice flavor. It's not sour. I was expecting it to be sour. I've seen people drink Old Pop and apparently it gets sour. There's a little bit of a weird aftertaste now, a little bit chemically. Yeah. I can't believe I just did that. I just drank 15-year-old apple juice and it doesn't even seem like it's bad. It looked bad. It didn't smell bad. It didn't taste bad. I guess we'll find out if it's bad if I don't make a video next week. Because I'm going to bet on the next UFC that's coming up where Conor McGregor is going to fight and maybe, hopefully, lose. Well, let's see if I'm alive to pick that fight. That wasn't such a challenge. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out last week's video where I shaved off 4 months of beard. Make sure you check out this video here. And if you don't see me online next week, start to worry. And I'm going to try to do a live soon, maybe this week. Thanks for watching.